What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And actually, ahead of the Minecraft movie's release, DC and James Gunn and Superman decided to release the official 5-minute extended look at the film, which was supposed to be attached to that film, which still is, but they just decided to release it online because it was leaking everywhere. And guys, we have to talk about it because it is, to me, literal perfection, and we just need to dive into it and just talk about the things I liked, talk about the things that I am very excited about, and just overall talk about my excitement for this film. So with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have seen the new clip for Superman, and let's dive right into the video. So the clip for Superman that we got is essentially just an extended look at the beginning of the trailer that we got back in December, where Superman crash lands in the area of where the Fortress of Solitude is. He calls Crypto over, but this time we get to see the full extended cut of it, and we see Crypto is a very chaotic dog that Superman clearly gets annoyed by because he is just jumping around him, hurting him more, and really just wanting to play. And Superman's just annoyed and wants to go to the Fortress of Solitude so he can heal. And then he gets brought over to the Fortress of Solitude. The Superman robots that are actually in the All-Star Superman comic book pick him up, bring him over to this table. They shine the sun on him, and then he heals. And there's so much about this clip that I loved. First of all, the robots, great, and I love that they added that. It really makes it feel like this is an adaptation of the All-Star Superman book, which is what I was expecting, so very exciting stuff. And we also get to see the relationship between Crypto and Superman, and I really feel like that is going to be one of the more wholesome and fun and one of the more wholesome and fun highlights of the film, because Superman clearly gets annoyed by Crypto. Crypto clearly just wants to play all the time, and that is a really fun dynamic that I don't think we've really explored with Superman in live action before, because we haven't seen him with his actual dog before in live action. So it's very fun, it's a new thing, and I feel like that's what James Gunn means when he says we're going to be seeing a new side of Superman, which is probably the more annoyed and aggravated side of him when it comes to Crypto. And also the way the Fortress of Solitude comes up is great, and I love the fact that we have the Superman symbol on the door. It's great, and I love it, and I really love how they're using the Fortress of Solitude. But when we get to the part with the robots bringing him onto the table, I love that they have a mechanism to just heal Superman with the sun in there, because that is something that we usually don't really see built into like the Fortress of Solitude or something. That is just something where Superman has to fly up to the sun using his powers to heal and everything. And I think that's brilliant, and I think that that is so much fun, and really, really cementing the fact that this is already an established Superman who clearly knows that he can use his powers and heal with the sun there, so he has to have that mechanism there. It's great, and I really love that detail, and I love it because we've never seen it before in a live action Superman film. So it's just awesome to see that we're getting stuff like this, because it really feels like Superman, because it is such a colorful clip, such a fun clip, and it has this score that is so hopeful, and we get to see some of these really just great wholesome moments that you wouldn't really see in, say, a Zack Snyder film, which I think is just awesome. But I think one of the coolest things and one of the greatest details about this clip that I've seen a lot of people talking about from it and kind of complaining about, some complaining, some clarifying, like I'm gonna do, when Superman is being healed by the sun, it is being shown that he is like in a lot of pain as it's happening. Guys, he had like 100 something broken bones, a fractured rib, and like punctured lungs and stuff. If you're telling me that it wouldn't hurt to get that healed in real time by the sun, then I don't know what kind of person you are, because clearly healing bones and everything is just going to hurt. And especially it's going to hurt Superman because those injuries are so hard to crack. It feels like that it would just be harder for it to heal. So it makes so much sense, and I really love that detail, and I just don't like how people are nitpicking that. I think that that's just kind of ridiculous, but I feel like the fact that Superman heals from the sun isn't something that we really address that he feels pain from, so I get the confusion. But I think that it's a really cool detail, and I feel like that just really humanizes this not human a lot more, and I love that James Gunn is going for that, because he said he was, and I think that this is a really fun way to demonstrate. I am so excited to see this clip again for like the 5th time in IMAX tonight for my Minecraft movie screening. It is going to be glorious on the big screen, and I just love it, and I really think that this clip was one of the best things they could show before going into the movie, because we had heard some worrying things earlier this week about the film in general, and it makes me so happy to watch a clip and be like, yeah, all that stuff was false. This movie's going to be the best movie of the year. This is one of the only movies of the year to me that has the potential to be a 5 out of 5, with the exception of like Sinners, Wicked for Good, and maybe Fantastic Four. I am really banking on these two films making 5 out of 5 stars, which is Superman and Sinners. I mean, I'm so excited for both of those. They're my two most anticipated of the year. But Superman, it looks so good. It looks like the best Superman film we've ever gotten. And it could be one of the best comic book movies ever. And I know I'm glazing, but genuinely, I really feel the hype for this one. And it has been a long time since I've genuinely went, yeah, this could be one of the best things we've ever seen for comic book media. I don't even know if I said that for Deadpool and Wolverine or anything crazy like that, because we have a brand new Superman movie after so many years that looks like it's going to be having a great adaptation of the character, if not the best adaptation that we have seen. And it is just so refreshing and so exciting. I sound like soups right now with how much I'm glazing, but I mean, he's not wrong. This movie is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Everything is looking up for this movie. I will be looking up for this film. I cannot wait. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on the Superman clip. What you thought of it. Did you like it? Not like it? Are you just not really impressed by it? What are some things you did or didn't like? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.